Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the ATO Against the Odds Open Qualifier number 2. My name is Gentle Giant and I'm gonna lead you to our next few games. And this is a chance here to have some great players on the line, also qualifying for this wonderful online tournament. And we're gonna jump right into this as we have our first players on Overgrowth. Spawning to the top right side, we have the yellow Protoss player from Alien Invasion. It is CPU. And spawning to the bottom left side, we have the orange Terran player, and he goes by the name of Star. And he's in the clan Pain's Syndicate. A very, for me, known Terran player, always streaming on his account on Twitch, PHTube, so definitely check him out. And of course CPU, one of the pro players here, also of course wanting that very spot in the online tournament, and also a recent co-caster from Naruto at Take TV, helping out in the German language, so you should definitely check out Take TV of course as well, with Naruto not only casting but also organizing this very tournament, so definitely check them out as well. But he was so kind to invite me here to cast this very tournament in English, and hope you guys are going to enjoy this. This is our very first game here to cover, and nothing too fancy going on here in the early game, as Yupsa seems to go for a Reaper opening against Protoss, and I know he feels pretty comfortable against Protoss, also playing against ATN player Nomi in the first qualifier, but barely did not win this very game, which was kind of unfortunate, he told me, as he feels very comfortable in that matchup and did have actually a 50 supply advantage. So I'm very excited to see how he will fight against CPU, who is a pretty well-known player, and of course Alien Invasion, one of the better clans with notable players like AI Patience, who won the DreamHack once, and also a lot of major tournaments playing in the GSL. So Jube is just making sure, okay, my opponent doesn't go for a very fancy strategy. CPU on the other side just playing it pretty defensively. That Reaper probably won't do too much, at least forcing his opponent to get out Stalker and maybe a Mothership Core. So it is going inside and maybe cancelling this probe from building up a Nexus. This is not too bad here for you. So he will deny this expansion from going down just now, and will get away with his Reaper just to get initial information, scouting information later on. So now CPU is moving out on his own with the Stalker and the Mothership Core here now on the way. And on the other side, Yupsa is getting out a couple of Marines and another barracks just to play it a little bit safer. But as we're seeing, he has the advantage now with the command center being a little bit faster, and the bunker slightly delayed, therefore pretty tough to defend this. But CPU just poking in and cancelling the bunker. Oh yeah, it has been cancelled, so Yup is very well aware of what is going on. Slight supply block going on there as well, but with the command center he has the additional supply to get up his Marines out and deny any more damage here to be done. So Stalker of course is very well here for kiting his opponent, and he's attacking the reactor. Of course this is not really what he wants to lose in that early stage, so he is attacking the Mothership Core as much as possible. One Marine does go down though. The CPU doing very well in just poking in and playing it still defensively with that Reaper, not really doing too much. So now the natural base is established, so we can we'll see more economy here to be farmed from. So CPU going up right into the robotics bay, playing it, yeah, pretty standard, I would definitely say, and safe to say the least against a bio attack that might be coming up at about 8 to 9 minutes. Yupsa could have gone for the concussive shell and start that early attack, but he rather decides to go for the Stimpack attack, and already with the +1 attack upgrade in the making. So he can go to the armor upgrade if he decides to, and maybe to hit the timing, to just annoy his opponent, maybe get up some economical damage, going for a drop play. This is something he definitely wants to consider while CPU is getting up his natural base and additional gas, just to get upgrades and of course the Colossi production in the running. No thermal lance upgrade yet in the making, but of course the Colossi, at least 2 Colossi would be awesome to have. Reaper not getting any information, he is not aware of that robotics bay, and would probably want to do is make a scan in the main base. This is something he really wants to consider. But at the same time we do see the starport from USAR just slightly but steadily getting the medevac production, and in fact going for a little bit of a timing. So Probe is scouting this, seeing these units heading out, and the Stimpack is ready, so maybe he can actually do some damage, but he needs to be very, very careful. Of course, with the photon overcharge, it's very, very hard to really do a lot of damage. And of course, the Colossi in the background should be just fine here to defend. One sentry being warped in for defensive purpose. But the Marauders can be very, very tough actually here to compete with. In the end, Yup is not risking to go for the attack. He saw the Colossi and therefore decided to take his third base at the same time, so playing it super safe. CPU is preparing up a counter attack, so Yupsa is not aware of that probe here hanging around, and one Marine just staying there to detect the third base from going down. So we will probably see a timing. CPU getting up a lot of warp gates, and this is very, very scary here for Yup. He needs to be so careful and needs to be aware that this is probably something he needs to consider. So CPU has a full economy on 2 bases. He's not really taking care of the third base, so this is something where Yup needs to react. He's getting up 2 starports, in fact. If he gets the Vikings right about now, maybe he's able to defend this, but otherwise it's gonna be very, very tough. 2 Colossi already in the making. The command center needs to be lifted. This is... oh, he's probably gonna lose it. It's very close from doing so, though. No, he's not attacking the command center. So this is something Yup has for himself. But now he needs to defend the timing. This is super important right now. The +2 attack upgrade is in the making, but it won't probably in time. The 2 Vikings that will still be out just in time, maybe just for this attack, but already losing a couple of units. The Stimpack has already been activated. He's trying to focus down the important units. Another attack for flank actually from the right side, not taking out too much, and actually in fact he did lose quite a lot of resources, as we are seeing right now. CPU trading very, very well and controlling his Colossi army super, super good. So now more Stalkers are now on the way. 2 bunkers will be now being produced, but where are the Vikings? The Vikings need to take out the Colossi. 3 Colossi and only a couple of Vikings, 2 Vikings only on the field, so this is gonna be tough here to defend. We do see a good spread here of the units to take out one Stalker by another, and it might just be able to at least force this units back, but CPU barely losing anything. The Stalkers here being rescued just in a nick of time, and with the Colossi there's really not much that you can actually do in the army supply. We do see the difference, 62 to 32. CPU raining fire onto his opponent, and only a couple of Marauders trying to defend what is on the ground. GG, well played, and CPU takes the first victory in the best of 1. So let's see. Alright, here we go. So convincing victory here by CPU from Alien Invasion. Definitely a very good performance he did show right now. And you're actually already taken out of the tournament, which is a pity. But we are looking forward to more games. So guys, hope you enjoyed this first game. We're gonna have some more just in a next couple of minutes. And yeah, hopefully you will enjoy it. I'm gonna add the brackets as well, so you can have a look on who is actually fighting it out right now. A couple of really good names and in there as well. For example, Dignitas Bling, Kung Fu Banda from Planet Key Dynamics. We also had Dimaga playing it out. Nomi, a German Protoss player. So definitely a lot of really good players to look out for. And yeah, really excited how this is going out to be. So until then, we just gonna have a short break. So please guys, stay tuned and we will be right back with our next few games. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our next game, and this one is going to be a PvP, Protoss versus Protoss, and we got two German players for this very game. One of them is a very well-known personal to the German community. It is Nomi from Team Alternate. And his opponent, recently joining Alien Invasion, it is Primelot. So, spawning to the bottom left, we have ATN's Nomi. And spawning to the top right side, the blue Protoss player from Alien Invasion, as I said, it is Primelot. And I had the pleasure of meeting both of these guys. Was very cool talking to, and they were both at the Ultra Invitational at Take TV, so they are very well familiar to the scene and especially to the tournament formats from Take TV. But of course this time it is an online tournament only, so there won't be any offline tournaments. But as most of you guys probably know, Take TV is actually organizing a lot of really cool events, and one of the biggest is probably the Homestar Cup. So already with the 9th edition they had the Homestar Cup, and we had, I think, Nomi at least at some of them. Some of the events, but not at Homestar Cup, as far as I know. But of course, both eager to be better at this game, and probably with the chance maybe to go once at least to a Homestar Cup, which is of course a prestige tournament. You can definitely say. Primelot, of course, a pretty young player, winning a smaller tournament at the NorthCon, the Aces Rock in Neumünster. And Nomi, probably well known to some of you guys that have watched the game versus Jae-Dong. One of the games he played versus Jae-Dong and won it. He won one game against the master himself, the God of Zerg. So that of course made him very proud, and I was very surprised when I saw it and very hyped about that game. Even though it was a cheese, of course, General Rush into Void Ray, into Oracle and so on. Double Void Ray even. And double Oracle. It's very cheesy play, and it won't probably work a second time. But you can always surprise your opponent, especially in the best of one series, that I might want to change. Just let me change this in just a bit. How do we change that? Shout out to Tiham to actually provide us with this super sexy overlay, Poison TV. I will change it. I will ask later on. It is of course still a best of one, as the first best of 3 series will probably take place in the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals best of 3, and then finals probably best of 3 as well. So there are in fact 3 qualifiers only, so this is the second qualifier, and therefore the second chance here to be part of the tournament that will be going on in October. There will be a second phase with 6 players from EU ladder that can also qualify. No barcodes included, and 12 pro gamers that will be invited. And we do see a little bit of a skirmish here in the middle of the map. Nomi able to take out one of the stalkers, so actually not too bad here. And also that probe here, going for aggressive pylon. In fact, we do see only just 2 gateways, so this is a complete fake out to go for the 4-gate aggression. And oh, Nomi will get another Stalker. Primelord just doing a little bit of an overextension here. But 2 more Stalkers are being warped in just to go for that very aggression. Primelord a little bit in a tough spot here, also activating the Photonova charge already. And therefore we do see Blink Stalkers on the way here for Primelord. This will have him out, of course. But first of all, oh, Nomi actually losing one of the Stalkers. Nice focus fire by Primelord, and we should see Nomi actually going back into his base, so already the natural base being taken, and also the first immortal should be out here very, very soon. At the same time, Primelord wants to take his own base while going for the aggression to the second base of his opponent. And one observer, interesting enough, Nomi already building this up and seeing his opponent is in fact moving out to go for his own regression. So 6 Stalkers are on the way here against Nomi, who now needs the defensive spots. No Sentry actually losing the energy on this hallucination instead of a Guardian Shield that might have been come up. But with the Nexus going down, Nomi actually in a better position to defend this. As funny as it sounds, but oh, actually Primelord going for the attack and also destroying the Mothership Core. Therefore, actually nice move, but also losing a Stalker in the process. So he will keep up the aggression. He has only 3 gateways though. Another robotics bay there on the way as well, and Nomi will be able to reflect this damage being done. So not really okay with the decision from Primelord to lose so many Stalkers just for the Mothership Core. And oh, Nomi needs to focus fire the right units, but 1 immortal actually enough here to force Primelord to actually go back to his base and to defend his natural base. He has 1 Photonova charge, but will it be enough? Because we know the mortal can actually do a lot of damage output, especially against the Nexus. But Nomi's still going for it. Focus fire also from the Nexus here onto the Stalkers. Good retreatment here from Nomi, but still losing quite a lot of units. And there's an immortal on his own here for Primelord. Therefore losing the immortal is actually very, very crucial. And Nomi, I don't think he can proceed with this aggression. Still, the immortal is on the way and trying to get more aggression done. Maybe without the Mothership Core that has been going down here. Nomi wants to break through. But at the same time, more and more immortals here from Primelord, who will try to defend this off. And a lot of mistakes being made. Throwing out Stalkers right like this is not ideally what you want to have. So Nomi seeing, okay, there is another immortal on the way. If he wants to attack right now, it wouldn't be too bad, but with 2 immortals and, well, better position on the Blink Stalkers, I don't see how Nomi will break through. Also good snipe on the sentry, of course, here from Primelord. And, well, we do see a couple of Zealots here as well, but is it enough? The Guardian Shield being activated. It seems like Nomi wants to power through, but 3 immortals against only 1. I don't think Nomi can actually do this. He will probably want to go and retreat, but not before taking out another immortal. There is a second immortal for Nomi. He still wants to do this. I'm not sure if this is going to work. There are additional Stalkers, Zealots here and as well on the way. And the Mothership Core will go down here from Nomi and probably wants to retreat for the moment. He has his natural base. He didn't go for additional probes, just now starting them over. And there was a potential counterattack. There are 2 Zealots on the way. But I don't know. Nomi really wants to go for the aggression. And Primelord really getting in a better and better position right now. He has another immortal on the way, another being chrono boosted, and Nomi needs a long way to get actually these immortals out. So now with the counterattack, Primelord buying himself a lot of time and that one immortal really wants to defend this off. But still, it is very important for these zealots here to do a little bit of damage at least to getting out of that pylon, and therefore supply blocking Nomi, in fact. But Nomi has enough. He wants to go for the trade and wants to go for the attack. I'm not sure if this is the right choice to do. He's losing quite a lot of supply with the force fields, trying to zone out most of the immortals, but all of them are shooting at the same time. It is a very, very close fight, and actually the immortals will in fact actually win over this over his opponent. This is very well done by Nomi, hitting the right timing and also focus firing on one immortal by another. Therefore Nomi actually still with the advantage, and the immortals that will try to shoot the other immortal, and will, if this going down, there's not a lot of Prime Lord to defend this off. It's very, very close. There's the second immortal joining the fray though. These guys actually really fighting it off, and with the right composition Nomi wants to go for it, and GG, what a game, and Nomi takes the victory in this very engagement. Wow, that sure was a close one, as Nomi really sticking to the aggression there. Something I didn't expect in that kind of form. So well done here by the alternate player Nomi, or rather saying team alternate, who recently picked 2 players from ESC, from EC Icy Box. And he of course representing the team captain in this team. So definitely another game that we'll be looking out for. And let's see what we're gonna have next in this very tournament against the odds open qualifier number 2. So I do see Dimaga playing it out right now against Copa, and the winner will play versus CPU. Definitely a match to look out for. Then we have Lambo, probably already in the game. Yep, that's too bad. Playing versus Seth, and the winner of this will play versus Nomi. So the upper bracket definitely something to look forward to. And in the next bracket we have of course Dignitas Bling and Kung Fu Banda being very well in this tournament so far, and already advancing to the round of 4, so to the first best of 3 series potentially. So guys, we will probably have another short break. If you want more information about the tournament, just ask me right there in the chat, or just go on taketv.net and browse for the news against the odds, who has a very nice little layout with with a couple of cards, and being kind of related to a poker game, and having that theme. So Take TV also has a very cute overlay. You should definitely check this out. So we are asking Dignitas Bling for a next invite. Let's see if he's ready to go. No, he probably just started his game. But no problemo. We have some more here to join. Yeah, Frost. Alright, we're just gonna have a short break, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're gonna search for another game. It takes some time because, you know, in open bracket some people never even played before, and some are busy maybe with well, the whole system itself. So, but we will be right back with our next game, so please stay tuned.
User entered your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Open Qualifier number 2 of Against the Odds, powered by Take TV and Naruto SE2. And I would like to give a warm welcome to my dear caster, Sveg.
Hey, hey, hey.
How's it going, dear Sveg?
It's going just fine. And how are things for you, Gentle?
Just fine, thanks. We have some interesting games already, 2 of them being casted here in the early stage of the tournament, and now this is still the second stage with these 2 players. And let's introduce these 2 guys, as we have in the bottom left, playing for core play, it is Borden.
And his opponent in the top right hand side has the blue Protoss. It is going to be Antichrist. That name.
Ah, that name indeed. Or maybe he's like anti, and then there's like just that one line, then Christ.
He's like, or maybe he's like anti the L Christ.
Ah, alright. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah. Total sense. So, I just jumped in. I have no clue whatever's happening whatsoever. So I'm just gonna let you carry everything, Denton. I'm just gonna hang on to you, basically.
Yeah, it's great you're joining me. As there are some pretty good names in that tournament. I mentioned it before, like Dimaga and Dignitas Bling playing it out, and yeah, some of the European hopes. I mean, this is a European-only tournament as far as I know, and also no barcodes allowed, which I find very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Borden, yeah.
There are very many barcodes right now on the European server, so I can kind of understand that. But Borden, he steals one of the gases here.
Yeah, he does go for the gas in Antichrist. We just call it Antichrist's base, and very interesting choice to do so. What do you think he will achieve from that?
Well, what you kind of do when you take a gas steal like this is like you force your opponent, because your opponent doesn't have any units out, you force your opponent to either use a lot of money and time to kill off the gas guys, and you earn on that because you can just cancel it, or he can only take one gas. Now, no one's actually going to spend all that time and effort just kill one gas, because you lose way too much mining. So what you do is basically you force your opponent to do a one gas build, and all one gas builds right now are kind of an expansion build. So that means that you can't get cheesed, you can't get all in, and you won't see any proxy on the map. So you kind of narrow everything you have to scout down a lot by just stealing one gas.
Yeah, unless really Antichrist wants to go for the 4-gate, or at least maybe a 3-gate aggression, which might be coming up, as we do see 2 additional gates being added. But no chrono boost being going down on the cybernetics core. Something Borden would be scouting with this simulator, and this is actually pretty interesting to see what kind of view you get from one simulator.
Okay, so it seems like Antichrist here. He decides that, okay, he does the one thing that isn't an expansion build when you have one gas, and that's like add a ton of gateways, take later gas perhaps, and then just crank out a lot of units. We do see the Twilight Council. You can't really support DTs of this little gas. And is Antichrist going to... No, he's not going to expand. No, okay. So it seems like it's going to be 3-gate pressure. He saves a lot of chrono boost for this. So it's kind of a, you know, delayed 3-gate pressure because he was kind of, you know, in an awkward position from the beginning. Borden, though, finds the proxy pylon, which is a great snipe for him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see the early Twilight Council not even being researched anything. Something we did see from the program already. Not sure who it was, and this this seems kind of strange. He's also heavily supplied by going down for 3 pylons at the same time. Not very clutch timings we do see here, but Borden at the same time really just concentrating on his robotics now and on his tech. Of course, a little bit afraid of the aggression that might be coming up from his opponent.
Yeah, but Borden, to be honest, I mean, he walks right into the cells. He has a good lead because of all these stalkers, but the cells are very nicely microed, and the stalkers are falling very, very quickly here for Borden. Borden, killing one stalker, does lose one as well. He might lose the one in the main base as well, but does get out. Nice micro from Borden. How much did he scout? He saw the Twilight, he saw the gates, he knows, okay, this has to be a 3-gate kind of blink play, and he just doesn't see the 4th gate. The 4th gate means there's a complete all-in. You need to do so much damage to even be able to transition out of it. So a 4-gate blink delayed all-in, which it looks like it'll hit around 8 minutes, like, you know, the big peak of it. And Borden just chooses to get for Nexus, so it's basically Borden just survives and wins, or he gets crushed by Antichrist, and Antichrist just laughs as he's winning. Yeah,
that's very right. So Borden, with that natural base, has a better potential to defend this even. With the photon overcharge would be very, very helpful. And therefore, very grim timing here for Antichrist, who really needs to get out his units. He's getting a lot of stalkers, but he needs to micro them perfectly if he really wants to do the damage initially.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the Immortal almost out though, so as soon as the Immortal comes out, he's in such a good position. When he has 2 Immortals, he's kind of impervious to this pressure, but here comes Antichrist. He's going to focus down things right away. We have a nice Guardian Shield for Borden, helping out so much. One of the Stalkers not even firing at this point, but here comes the Immortal, and Antichrist is kind of trapped here, but of course he can just blink out whenever he feels like it. Very late blink micro from Antichrist though, will make it so that he loses his first 2 Stalkers, and now he has a timing, because he has to hit before the second Immortal comes out, and that's just a few seconds left, because when you have 2 Immortals, it's so impossible to just blink on top of them, because they just crush you so quickly.
Yeah, very right. So Borden is just yeah, playing it safe right now. He has another Photonova charge available if he wants to, so he can just keep up pumping out these Immortals. So with 3 Immortals, he's even able to move out himself. But the thing is, Antichrist, he didn't even go for his expansion. He had a lot of more probes here in the making, but nothing really doing so much economy-wise. He does poke in again, but not able really to do enough damage.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, Borden is just getting more and more units. He's scouting as well with the Observer. Very, very nice here to see there is no second base, and he knows this is completely all in from Antichrist. And I want to say that Antichrist already has lost, but we've seen all too many games where Blink Stalkers somehow with some amazing micro just runs around, snipe stuff, and suddenly they just somehow manage to come into the game again. But I'm gonna say, you know, 3 Immortals, I think, yeah, no, even 4 now. 4 Immortals, a handful of Sentries, and with a Photo charge ready, I think this is going to be close to impossible for Antichrist to do anything whatsoever.
Yeah, which maneuver I would really love to see is with this Military Core he's just now putting up to the offensive, just to get a couple of Stalkers into the main base and maybe just do some economy damage, or just maybe even snipe an Immortal, because this will reduce the firepower of Borden, and he might just go for the main base, which is a very nice move. He is also going for the Mothership Core. This is actually not too bad, and now he can just go back and go to the natural base, but he doesn't want to lose a lot of Stalkers here.
Oh, he does lose quite a few Stalkers at least. I think that was 4 Stalkers he lost, and once again his Stalker count is replenished. He has 10 Stalkers against 2, but remember there are 5 Immortals out. 5 of them. I mean, that is like, I mean, that's 2 Stalkers per Immortal. He could, I mean, Borden could literally now just A-move his opponent and win. But Borden is going to play safe. He's going to get his own Twilight Console, and he's just going to be continuing making probes and units. And now, Borden scouts, Antichrist is pulling every single worker. We have, you know, this is the equivalent of pulling the boys.
Oh, yeah, there goes the train of probes. Just really, yeah, nothing that Antichrist can do, but there's no additional warp-ins, therefore really just going for it. And I'm not sure if this gonna work out in any way.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, Borden has so much, and here comes the Pro Gentle. This is going to be a slaughter.
Yeah, Borden, very well done, and here goes the Mana Nexus from Borden. Oh shit.
He is the Microster Probe that's gonna make the Mana Access to get through the Stalker. Oh, that is next level.
Yeah, there's no retreat path for the Stalkers. GG.
He's trapped to the next side. Oh, that is just beautiful.
Yeah, this is the next gen meta game, man.
Yeah, and it looks like Borden wins that one easy peasy. By the way, do you have any brackets you can link me? Because, as I said, I am...
Sure, do you have the stream open?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
I could just type it.
Yeah, I just...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We got double brackets. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, them double brackets. So, oh, actually, we're pretty far into the tournament. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, but we actually have like another tournament starting in 40 minutes.
All right.
So hope we can just jump into
and
this
I
one.
thought I could actually be laddering a bit before I had to observe practice.
No. No way, man.
No rest for the wicked. But let's see here. Where were we? We were at Let's see. I have to find my way through the brackets, and I'm not really sure where we are. Such Guy, Bastio, Ignite. Borden, there we go. So Borden versus Ignite and Such a Guy versus Bastio will be going on, and the winner between those two series will be going on into the quarterfinals, where we already have Gung Fu Banda versus Addon Minus. That is a pretty sick matchup, to be honest, because Gung Fu Banda, as we saw, is pretty amazing, and Addon Minus, he is the
From Israel.
Israeli, yeah, the one Israeli player. And then you have Nomi versus Seth, a very good matchup, and Dimag versus CPU, that's gonna be a tough one. There are a lot of good matches coming on here.
So I'm asking Kung Fu Panda if we could just jump into his game. And yes, we do get an invite, so you can join after me, and we are ready to go for another PvP.
Ooh. Ah, nice. So it's going to be... okay, well, I have to ask. Is it Addon Minus or Addominus?
Oh, actually, Todd and Son were actually saying it. It is actually Addon Minus. But
I have to ask him. I thought it would be better to ask the player himself.
It's just what I heard, at least.
Yeah, I heard them talk about it in DreamHack Moscow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the thing is, okay, I don't know. Oh well.
Alright. Not a...
We're trying to figure out here. You're asking Addon Minus or Addon Minus. I don't know. But the thing is, like, I know Todd said that, but
I is spelled normally, not like a I.
I
Addon... Minus?
I don't know. But the thing is, like, Todd said that, but then it was said,
Addon
you know,
Minus. Yeah.
the thing is, Todd actually mentioned Kung Fu Banda, and he called him Kung Fu Panda. So I don't trust Todd. I don't trust him. I don't trust his lies.
Yeah, he's from Germany, and very... I feel like it is just Kung Fu Banda.
Yeah, Kung Fu
Banda. Yeah.
I want to say Kung Fu Banda just because it sounds more English.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I just saw something cool.
Yeah?
They will have 3,000 Steamy keys for Goat Simulator at DreamHack Stockholm.
Oh,
Gonna
the hype
become
is
pro.
real.
Yeah. Wow, so sick. So I have to ask you, by the way, did you watch Winter vs. Sandster yesterday?
Sorry, I haven't.
Ah, unfortunate. Well, actually, not too. It wasn't that interesting, to be honest, because it was going to be a great series, but there were some like, what's it called, like hardware issues. So it was a pretty weird series.
All right. Was it the IESF?
Yeah,
one?
it was.
Okay, nice.
So I mean, the thing is, he had a very cool strat laid up, but it didn't work all too well in the end. A lot of all-ins from Sandster. But anyhow, we have another game, and instead of ZVZ, it's going to be a PvP once again.
Yes, that's right. And from Team Cascade, we have one of the players spawning here to the bottom right. It is Addon Minus.
And his opponent in the top left-hand side playing for Team Planet Key. It is going to be Kung Fu Banda.
And we saw this young boy fighting it out in the Ace of Forest Trophy just last Friday, and he did very well for himself, showing some really great performance and winning the first qualifier.
Oh yeah, he did. He was really good. The thing is, he beat Morrow, and I actually casted Morrow yesterday, and Morrow was just killing everyone. It wasn't even funny. He was like, it was a Swedish qualifier for the Norcroft Cup, and let's just say the Morrow crushed everyone. It wasn't that funny, to be honest. It was just more crushing everyone. Now, Gung Fu Panda beat him 3-2, and that was one of the more closest series I've ever seen, because I thought Gung Fu Panda was just being a nerve wreck, and then in the last second it just goes for the coolest choice I've ever seen, I think.
Yes, indeed. He did some really good strategy against, well, pretty much an answer to that timing attack that Maro did with the Hellions and Marines, which was really cool to see. So very solid play from Gung Fu Panda, and I'm looking forward to his performance right now against the odds qualifier. And this is his opponent, Don Minus, who did very well in the DreamHack Moscow, as far as I know.
Yeah, he did pretty well. He didn't get into the round of 8, but he got pretty far at least. And the thing is, Adam Minus, I always say Adominus, that's why I'm so struggling with his name. But Adam Minus, he's the kind of player who's a bit interesting, because he plays from Israel, which basically no one else does. He's one of the few. Now, the thing is, like, you don't expect someone from, you know, Israel, something like that, to get into the Challenge League or Premier League, and you can see Adam Minus coming from virtually nowhere, like no one who knew who he was, only people in like Go For, no one big knew who he was, and suddenly he just gets into Challenger and almost gets into Premier League, and that is like spectacular, to be honest, because not a lot of people can do that. I mean, I see people like Grubby get eliminated to Challenger League, so I mean that's a lot of pressure, and he's done very well for himself.
Yeah, I mean, I know about the Israeli community that they actually do quite some tournaments as well, and well, there is an established community at least. Also, Barcraft even, someone I do know from the Barcraft community. So yeah, it's good to see all these countries rising in their special tournaments, and also having some names to cheer. Well, yeah, to cheer for.
Now, this is very unfortunate, because if Adam Minus had gone for an Oracle, he would have actually done a nice amount of damage, but he chose to go for the Phoenix right away, in hope that his opponent goes for a Stargate. So Gung Fu is, let's just say he's very far ahead from the get-go, and now he scouts a Phoenix moving out, and he gets lift up, so he knows exactly what this is. Now he's going to lose Stalker, which is very unfortunate, but the Phoenix won't kill anything at home, and although he loses a Stalker, he's going to know exactly what the opening is. So this is very good for him. He's going to smile, although he lost a Stalker. He just gets his blink, gets 3 gates, and then goes for heavy Stalker pressure.
Yeah, that's right. So with the Blink Stalker attack, he will be very well aware of this Phoenix play, and can defend this pretty much easily. And also the Mothership Core might go for Inferno Overshot if necessary, but Don Minus waits for his additional additional Phoenix here to appear. Didn't go for the probe building up the Nexus, but he might go for kill the Mothership Core here.
Yeah, I feel right now Gung Fu should have really pulled the Photon Overcharge earlier, and he's going to lose his Mothership Core now, and he won't kill a single Phoenix because of it. So I don't know. I think he understood that Adam Minus wanted to bait the Photon Overcharge, but now he lost his Photon Overcharge and his Mothership Core, so has to remake that. That's quite a lot of minerals and gas, and he won't have Photon Overcharge for some time as well. So this Oracle might be able to do some stuff. I'm very surprised to see the Oracle from Adam Minus. I think this is a very calculated kind of risk to take when he kills a Mothership Core and says, okay, you're not going to have Photon Overcharge for some time. So then he can pick up a few Stalkers, let's say 2-3 of them, as he just kills a lot of probes, and then he just runs away.
Yeah, so Phoenix did well for themselves, but almost lost another Phoenix here with the Blink Stalkers available.
Yeah, the thing is, right now, Gung Fu has a very hard counter, so if Adam Minus starts losing his Phoenix, then it's
Dark
bad news.
Shrine. Did you see the Dark Shrine, man?
Oh,
it's Gung Fu Panda. If he has another pylon here in the front, and he has one at the 3rd base, it's gonna be very tough to play out. Adonis definitely needs some units, but he has the Observer, and he has a couple of units in the main base, which will make sure to defend this off.
Uh-oh, and Adam Minus pulls all the Stalkers away. He's baiting with the Phoenix, and here comes the Oracle for a lot of pro skills. This can do a lot of damage, but the Photon Overcharge is ready. Why is he not pulling it? There we go. Here's a Photon Overcharge for 5-6 kills already, and the Oracle will survive. So 6 kills with the Oracle, and those Phoenix also got 4 kills. This is big.
Yeah, that looks really good for Adam Minus, as he's probably killing off the DT as well. He sees it, and also potential force field not being even needed, as Zealot Weapon just able to block this off.
That was the Zealot force field.
Yeah, very efficient one.
Strong. Yeah, very efficient. Doesn't cost you any energy whatsoever, and you get a free Zealot on there as well. But that Oracle is still alive, and he can just keep pulling away these Stalkers, and that's exactly what he's doing. So he's kind of threatening with these Phoenix, and oh my god, if Gung Fu leaves his base, he would just take way too much damage. So the thing is, Gung Fu has to stay in here, and that Oracle could come at any point.
At least the worker count is pretty much even, just Don Minus a little bit ahead concerning the mining as well. And well, these Phoenix, they're just hunting for the ETs and also watching out for a potential pylon here. So not too bad so far. And well, what is the next tech choice? Pretty much it is going to be Divine Council and the Forge, probably going to be a counter Blinkstalker tech.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Minus right now, he's got his Immortals, and he's gonna say, okay, so since I got my Immortals, okay, he gets charged, so this is going to be a charge Immortal Archon. A very, very strong kind of mid-game centered army, and very good super late game as well, because you can warp in the entire army, because it goes much faster to create than a Colossus-based army. Now, going for realizing that, okay, my opponent has Immortals, my opponent has a lot of army, I've been way behind when it comes to teching because I've just been defending all the time. He's going to get right into Colossus and hope that he can just survive until he has enough to really battle Adam Minus. The problem is, he can't take a third very easily without risking Adam Minus, killing him.
Yeah, that's right. So Adam Minus well aware of this, and also having the map vision now, even with the revelation here onto the whole base, he sees everything, and he can just go for his own third base, while now he's getting the base of Gunfabanda as well with the Observer, so very, very good scouting.
Yeah, and this is what I mean, like, he can take this third base, but the problem is, if Adam Minus chooses right now to go for it, like, he can just pull the Archon, pull his Immortals and his army, get a pylon and just start warping in, he can actually start pressuring this base immensely. We see him adding a lot of gates right now, and he might just try to go for a bit of a late timing, but it will be very strong, because when you only have one robo pumping Colossi, it takes such a long time. Extended Thermal Lance is not even in chronoed. Force Swans are very equal, and remember, those Immortals are so strong against Colossi, so you really need the force fields, and just to make sure the Archons can't kill the force fields, because that's the main purpose of them, to tanking and kill force fields.
Oh, the Oracle might just fall right now, but oh my god, with 2 HP, it will actually survive. What a nice rescue here.
He's badass. He can take it.
I mean, it really seems like Adam Minus is just doing very, very few mistakes so far. So very solid play.
Whoa, Adam Minus is going on a 3-base Tempests. Very quickly. That is very quickly. So instead of having, I actually didn't anticipate this. So instead of having this big army that just tries to crush the Colossus Space army, he goes for something we've seen a lot like on Overgrowth, which is very immobile, but it's extremely strong. You get like, you probably will want to have at least 2 Stargates pumping if you really can, and you just get as many of those Tempests as possible. And when you have, like, let's say you have 6 Tempests, you will start one-hitting those Colossi. Like, it's not even funny. You'll just start, if you get a few volts out without the actual fight happening, you'll just win the game. That's how it is. And you can even snipe the Mothership core, so there can be no recall.
But I like the scouting. Gunfabanda with a perfect scouting upon seeing the fleet beacon, and therefore he's decided to go for another Immortal, going for the Zealot charge upgrade. And if he hits a timing with additional gateways now being in production, he might just actually be able to maybe overwhelm his opponent before he's getting up the army he needs.
Yeah, but the problem is Adon Minus has been ahead a lot of the part of the game, and right now going for Bandit knows he has a timer on him. He has to make this work. Right now, a nice reveal here shows the Forge being chronoed. Doesn't see the Temple Archives, so it looks like, as you said, going through will try for a big counterattack here, but is it going to be in time? That's a question, because we already had the first Tempest out, the second almost here, and I really don't see this happening for going through. I mean, it's 90 supply to 64, the tech advantage is for the add-on miners, and the only way I really see it is like, okay, he goes now, so I guess if the Tempest doesn't get a few volleys off, if he actually just goes right in and gets the perfect engagement, maybe Gongfu can make this happen.
Yeah, he's at least trying it, because he knows whenever the Tempest numbers are up, it's really tough to defend, and now the Minus is putting himself in a position to defend the 4th base. Gongfu Banda cannot yet go for the attack, but this 4th probably won't be established sooner or later, but at a minus, with the War Prison available, he can just go straight up for a counter-attack, and therefore make it really difficult for Gongfu Banda to actually do enough damage before he can actually go up to the natural base.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now, Adam Mines has 2 Stargates just pumping Tempest, plus 3 on the way, so Gongfu has to win now. This is his moment. He has to win the game right here and right now. Otherwise, he's so done for. The Tempest start shooting. They need to focus down the Colossus. Nice Blink Stalkers onto the army. The Mothership Core goes down. The Archon goes down. Wow, the Tempest, now they start shooting, and they don't attack the hallucination. Very good.
In the end, they did at least that few volleys that might actually be initial to the fight, as Gongfu Banda is actually getting ahead in supply right now. It's still a very close fight, but it seems just be enough here with a great timing. He is in fact doing a lot of damage onto the army of the Dawn Minus. One Immortal though, not shooting actually at the initial army. And is he actually breaking through?
Yeah, he absolutely is. Adam Myers took the worst engagement he possibly could. He lost his Mothership Core. He did not focus with his Tempest. Those Tempest did nothing for the first good 20 seconds in this game. And it's up to these 2 Tempests. He has to micro them. Ow, Gentle is just killing off his own Tempest.
Oh no.
Adam Myers, did he just... I don't want to say throw away the game, but that was as close as you get to it. That was... Oh my god, Gentle. That cannot happen.
Yeah. That was just that timing from Gongfu Banda and not the right composition from Adon Minus. This is why Gongfu Banda is one of the best Protoss players nowadays in Germany. But here we go, GG already being called, and what a nice game. Wow,
yeah. That was really intense, to be honest. I never thought Gongfu could do that, and I have to say once again, Adam Mize really messed up with that one, but I have to say as well, Gongfu did the perfect thing he could have done. Had he waited more, he would have died for sure. Had he gone earlier, he would not hit the timing, so he hit the perfect timing, but he was always so far behind that he shouldn't have been able to win that game, so the fact that he even made the opportunity to go back as it did now, that was pretty damn cool, to be honest.
Yeah, that's very right, so... Very, very cool game. We have another game here. We might join. Or is it a best of 3? Was it a best of 3? Oh shit, then we might just go for another game, right?
Okay, yeah. I think that.
Yeah. So, where do we have Gongfu? Gongfu Banda! What a nice name. I'm just asking just to make sure. So just waiting for the invite. The other game would have been very nice as well, Demago vs CPU, but it's already been covered by our colleagues there over at Tech TV. And well, there we go. We have another invite. 1-0 for Gongfu Banda. You can join after me.
All right.
So Sveg, tell us a bit more just before we jump into this next game about your job at DreamHack Stockholm.
I know nothing of that.
Sorry?
I know nothing. Nothing is official. I can't tell you anything.
Okay, so Civic is doing nothing.
I'm just gonna say this, okay? I'm helping out in one way or another. and I can't tell you with what or what I'm doing, and I have clear instructions not to do that. So maybe in the future you'll know, maybe not, but it's very fun. People are very nice, and I'm gonna say DreamHack is an awesome event. If you want to go, you go there. It is very cool. If you like a lot of other people wonder about DreamHack, like when to go, etc. I want to say DreamHack Winter is the best one, because then the StarCraft tournament, like the more people there. You are still in Jönköping, the birthplace of DreamHack, and it's really big. You'll have thousands upon thousands of people just playing games. You'll have your Counter-Strike, your League of Legends, your Dota, and everything. The StarCraft tournament will be the biggest one of all the StarCraft tournaments during the year, because of the fact that you have all the different DreamHack Opens, the winners and the semifinals, etc. Qualify for Winter, and then you have in Winter no open brackets. There's not going to be any platinum players, no diamond players, no low masters. You're going to see only top tier Koreans, top tier foreigners batting it out. And you'll also see what everyone asks for. Semi-finals are best of 5, finals are best of 7, which is awesome.
Yeah, sounds like a really great tournament. I mean, DreamHacks always have been fun. So, yeah, looking forward to this. And to watch the next DreamHack Stockholm, which will be this weekend?
Yes, it's going to be this weekend. It's Friday and Saturday, so it's going to be 2 days. It's not going to be that intense, to be honest. I think DreamHack Moscow had a more intense schedule, but yeah, this one is going to be very cool, and yeah, I really look forward to this one. I think this is the DreamHack with most Koreans so far ever, if I'm correct.
Alright, looking forward to this. But of course we have our own tournament and open qualifier here at ATO Against the Odds, and in this qualifier we have already achieved the quarterfinals, and of course these two players fighting it out, and being behind 1-0 we have the blue Protoss player here in the bottom left side from Israel and Team Cascade. It is a Don minus. Wow, what an introduction.
Oh yeah, same introduction. Brought to you by Gentle Giant. Okay, so in the, I want to say 12:30 position. Yeah, super precise. Maybe in 12:25. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. Anyhow, playing for Team Planet Key, the German Hope, and the young prodigy. Being Protoss, it is going to be Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could actually hand you over the camera for no particular reason.
Wait, what to do?
Like, yeah, you can make these camera angles so much better. Oh, that looks sexy. Okay. So yeah, enjoy some eggs observing. Well, I just keep commentating without just laying a finger on the keyboard. Don't overdo it, man. Alright.
Oh yeah. What can I say? This is what I do. No, but this is going to be a great game. PvP. And we already see Kung Fu Panda going out, scouting very early. He's going to scout the correct position right away. Both going for 3 in each gas. We're going to see some tech routing coming out before Nexus. And I was actually talking to my friend yesterday about PvP, and I said PvP is probably the most boring matchup ever when you see 1 gas opener. But when you see 2 gas opener, it can be really cool, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right. Already we do see both the players with their tech decision, and that's also being scouted by Kung Fu Panda. It is going to be a Stargate by Edon Minus. So again, some just really the perfect response with the Twilight Council.
Yeah, exactly the same open as the last game from both the players, and it's not like they switched it up, so the other one does the other, and the first one does however he goes, you know. They mixed around. No, exactly the same player does the same opener, and this time though, Kung Fu knows exactly what his opponent opened with. Now, the interesting thing is add-on miners, although pausing mid-game. Oh, okay. That happens. What to do? what to do. But yes, I mean, if you just look at this, so Gentle, you know in PvP, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have this very kind of set meta game, right? You have these openers, everything is mapped out, kind of. There's nothing really strange about it. You know, everyone knows the kind of compositions and the openers, and this kind of rock paper scissors. You know, you have DT, which is countered by Robo. You have Robo, which counters Gateway as well. But then you have Blink Play, which counters Stargate, and Stargate that counters Robo. So it's kind of rock paper scissors.
Mm-hmm.
But the interesting thing is, as everyone know, Blink Play counters Stargate. That's like, your basic knowledge. It's like, you go Stargate with Phoenix, and then you see Blink and you say, oh crap, I just lost the game. You don't have to lose, but it's kind of crappy, you're behind and it sucks. But Adam Miner's last game, he got ahead really far, and I think everyone agrees with me when they said that no one believed that Gung Fu Banner would have won that easily. Because he took the best engagement possible. But Adam Myers got ahead by going for Stargate versus Blink. And the question is, do you think he can do that again?
It's gonna be tough. I mean, this time we do see Don Minus a little bit of a difference, not going for the Phoenix play. And I think this is the right choice. Because he knows, okay, my opponent is aware of the Stargate that is already on the way, and probably going for the same kind of attack as before. So now the Oracle still going for it before enough Stalkers are out and before the Blink is finished, and therefore might just be able to reflect this. Also, Don Minus decides to go for the robotics facility, which is really nice to just fight against these Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, so it seems like the Oracle will try to get as many kills as possible. Does get one, then he goes out, and that is going to be it for the Oracle. So, Gung Fu, just like Adam Minus, will add on the Robo, and well, we have Blink Robo versus Stargate Robo, and Adam Minus is going to be the one taking the expansion first. So, a much quicker kind of macro game this time. I mean, last game we saw Gung Fu being very early with this Nexus, while Adam Minus just tried to harass the crap out of him with side units. This game, though, we won't see too much of that happening whatsoever.
That's right, so yeah, definitely a better position this time for Kung Fu Panda, who also already does go for the robotics facility, not only for the Observer, but with the potential to go for his own immortal production. And well, it does not seem really depends on the aggression of either player, who wants to risk to lose probably a lot of units in the engagements. So rather from that, they decide to just go for the natural base and really just keep mining for the time being.
Yeah, right now though, Gung Fu does have those two proxy panels out, right on the map, very nice positions. So he's already ready for some pressure whenever he feels like it. And Adam Minus, he adds on the Void Rays. Are we gonna see an Immortal Void Ray composition, do you think?
Oh, that's actually a pretty cool decision to go for, because with Void Rays you can damage these Immortals very much. Against armored units, this is probably the best choice you could go for.
Yeah, and right now Gung Fu, he's actually not adding any Immortals yet, which is very surprising to me. He's just adding more gates, and he's waiting with Immortals. One of the piles will be found, the second one will be found as well, and the gateway was proxied at the pylon.
What?
Okay, I'm not sure why though, because Gung Fu had 3 gates, go up to 4th one. I mean, sure, it shows that he's going to be aggressive, and actually Gung Fu is going to save his pylon. He's going to keep the gateway, and Adam Minus knows, okay, there's a heavy amount of aggression coming in here from Gung Fu, but I'm still very uncertain of why Gung Fu gets the Robo. In any case, why get the Robo if you're still going to be aggressive?
Yeah, I don't really get what is going on, but Kung Fu Panda, okay, he's actually losing his Stalkers just to get the scouting information on at least the gas timing, and also the unit composition, so might even decide to go for maybe Templar Archive and to get out some Archons into the mixture.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, right now Adam Minus has 4 Immortals versus 0. And I'm still very uncertain what Gongfu tried to do there. This is very unorthodox. Even sacrificing almost 2 Stalkers just for maybe a probe snipe. I mean, he saw the cannon, the floating cannon and everything. But now he sees so many gateways going down here for Adam Minus. He goes up to, what is it now? 2, 4, 6 gates on 2 bases. So this is very, very heavy kind of pressure. He can still take a third, but he's going to be able to put on a lot of pressure with this. He has a few Void Rays. He has those Immortals going to be up to 5, I believe? Yes, 5 Immortals. So the question is, what can Gongfu do to hold on to this? Because he's going to have 2 at most, and he won't have any defense whatsoever except for that, those few force fields and the floating cannon.
Yeah, that's right. So we do see actually Gongfu going for a third base probably, but at the same time at Don Minus he has a really huge army composition, 60 to 43 supply, 66 to 43, but the counterattack we do see in the main base, and Gongfu Panda is able to do at least a little bit of damage with 4 Stalkers is still just the right amount to one-shot these probes, but it's gonna be tough. It's really tough to defend.
Yeah, absolutely, and right now those Stalkers need some micro, he's losing them, and at the same time though, nice force fields will save Gongfu for now, but he's in some really big trouble. Those Warriors taking storm damage, but not enough. A nice force will cut off a bit of the army, but this is not enough for Gongfu, and will Adam Minus take this? If he succeeds with his attack, it's going to be a 1-1, Gentle.
Yeah, that's right, and it seems to be the case. So many Immortals on the field, and the Nexus is already very vulnerable, and only a couple of Stalkers here on the field. No units to really tank any shots, and the Nexus is going down. Don Minus is moving forward, and the Void is doing their job. GG, and probably a 1-1 tied up series, even though he says grats.
Yeah, was it already a 1-0? Before we started?
I don't think so. I think it is 1-1. And yeah, the next game is already being hosted, so I'm pretty sure it is tied up series right now.
Oh, okay, cool. I always get confused when people say congrats, because it seems like one of those things you say only when you, like when the opponent wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, it's a 1-1, and it seems like Zimaga beat CPU 2-1. So CPU, he's pretty strong, to be honest. Still, he has been doing very well in ladder, but Zimaga in the end was a bit stronger, and Zimaga will be moving on into the semi-finals, where he will be facing. Let me see for a second. Seth. So it's Zimaga vs Seth in the semi-finals. And we have the winner between Gongfu Banda and Adam Minus facing the winner between Ignite and Basio. And if I remember correctly, Ignite plays for... Wait, who did he play for again? Oh, oh, that's Red Bloods, okay. Okay, I was thinking he was playing with Fire, but then I realized he's not from Sweden, so never mind. I always connect his name to them because it's like playing with fire, you know, fire, and then you have Ignite. So I'm like, oh, that's the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it would kind of make sense, but well, it's 1-1 actually. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, become a pro, aka Naruto in this for this time. Also joining the lobby as well as.
What was that? Sorry, but what was that account become a pro? Wasn't that like the account they used to, like, you know, they just, wasn't it Naruto someone who's still, like, you know, just practicing day out and day in, you know, on that one to become a pro or something?
It was actually Dennis, so Take himself, going pro with Terran. So this was like his his aim to really become a pro gamer again. He was a former Warcraft player, actually. Did pretty well for himself. But yeah, then he just made this show, but now it is actually Naruto using, doing it himself, just not become a pro, but become a pro toss. So going for that kind of show. But yeah, you were completely right about this.
Oh yeah, I just remember like tuning in sometime. It was like, you know, hashtag become a pro or something. For Take TV, and it was like...
Yeah, I know there
It was
was
a
a.
while ago though. It was a
I
while
know.
ago.
Yeah, I know there was a clan. They were keeping stream sniping take, as far as I know.
Oh.
Yeah, and this clan was pretty much only stream sniping. This was all it was about.
Well, that's interesting. Oh well, I think Gentle, just because you are the German, I'm gonna let you introduce our first player.
Oh yeah. So spawning to the bottom left side, playing for Planet Key Dynamics, it is Gongfu Banda.
Indeed, and he's been doing so well against Adam Miners, a really top-notch pros player here. But he has been struggling the first game we saw. He managed to just nick it in a big fight, and the second game he got crushed by Adam Miners, I must say. But he has been showing some insane micro, so let's not count him out yet. And his opponent in the top right-hand side, the ranked 1 Israeli player right now, is going to be Cascade's own Adam Miners.
Alright, so...
Gentle,
Uh-huh.
a question for you.
Yep.
For your money, you have to bet Adam Miners or Gongfu Banda.
Oh shit. I would go for Gongfu Banda.
Because is this like one of those like heart votes, or is it a brain vote?
It's tough to say, because, I mean, from one side I like Gongfu Panda and his playstyle. Also, I'm a bit biased because I actually I'm a writer for Planet Key Dynamics as well.
Oh, so you can't say anything bad about them. You're like, oh yeah, cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, at the minus. Yeah, right. So, but really, yeah, I really feel like he close up the series to his favor. I kind of have a feeling. Oh no, Anos,
Who's this? Is this a Take City guy?
a French caster.
A French caster.
Oh no, guys. So, I changed the overlay until we're in game again.
So,
But yeah.
that sucks. But he's just gonna get kicked in 35 seconds. And meanwhile, I mean, it's Oh, Godfrey, we love you. Oh, it was from OGTD, okay. But, okay, Adam Miners goes for 3 in each gas. Gongfu, never mind, he just put 3 in each gas. He was 2 in each gas, but he's put 3, so never mind. We have equal openers. Your thoughts, Gentle?
Yeah, it's really tough to predict something in the early stage of the game. You always want to see, of course, the gas timing, but then it really depends on the decision making afterwards. For example, we saw like last time with the Twilight Council and the Stargate.
I call the same builds, once again.
Yeah,
If
would
I'm
make
right.
sense.
If I'm right, I'm awesome. If I'm wrong, meh.
You're still awesome.
Yeah, I'm always awesome. Oh,
Oh, but what will Gongfu Banda go for?
does he go for the Twilight?
Oh,
Does he go for the Twilight? Please, Gongfu, I need this. I need this. I think
Alright.
he wants to, but that probe is here again.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
you were awesome.
What can I say? I am awesome.
Okay, so again, we might just see, yeah, maybe a mixture of the first and the second game, but I probably assume as an Oracle from a dumb minus. And look at that, Gongfu Banda is going for a pylon. Is it maybe a Dark Shrine?
Oh, well, this pattern placement does kind of tell that, to be honest, because it's one of those places where you don't really get any Stalkers. This you could do versus Zerg, perhaps, but not versus a Pro, so it could be DTs, yes. And it's going to. Wow, that was a good call, Gentle.
Thank you, sir. And we do see actually no Oracles but Phoenix that are now on the way to the main base.
This is such bad news for add-on miners. The problem with its Twilight Council is they can't know if it's researchy or not, from what I can tell. I think you can't, right? If I remember correctly, because it always blinks. So I think, if I remember correctly, it's because I saw one of the Protoss players like chrono it once when it wasn't doing anything, just to fake.
Ah, right. Will he go for a
I
chrono?
know.
Yeah, he does!
It's a fake chrono.
Wow.
I love that. Oh, so he shows that it's supposed to be blink, and right now, Adam Minus The thing though, last time he saw Blink, he got an Oracle. So we could see if Adamice goes for the Oracle again, or if he goes for Phoenix. It's very important this, because if he doesn't go for an Oracle, he might die to this. And he goes for the Robo instead. Very good choice, because the Robo will save him still. The Observer will be late though, but the DT won't be able to kill the Robo, so he will survive. The question is just how much damage he takes.
Yeah, that's actually kind of clutch timings now, what we might be seeing here. And, well, the Phoenix trying to do some damage, and will kill at least the workers in the gas, guys, which is not too bad. But here goes the first DT, but no Observer on the way yet.
No, that Robo has not finished yet, and I think Adamice will see in just a second or so what is actually happening. The DT is in, Adamice is not paying attention, and he will start losing workers. There we go. And here we go, 3 workers killed already, 4, and it's all about the micro now. He might hold position, he might just run, and he's just gonna run. Remember, all this mining is being disrupted as well. No mining whatsoever. 7 kills in that DT. He can kill him more. 8, and that's Observer is on the way. 9. 10. Yeah, 10 kills. That was really well done.
Yeah, that really helped Kung Fu Panda now to establish his own second base, and therefore getting a huge worker lead right now, at least for the time being. And now at the minus, he needs to do some counter damage. At least the Phoenix are trying to search for potential damage being done, and maybe a attack even being followed by this.
Yeah, but I mean, right now both have 2 bases, so the work advantage for going through is not as big as you might think, because it's basically, what does it take? 5, it's about 1.5 minutes, I would say, just about, to get the, to get back those 10 workers. So, it's not a huge thing here for going through, and he's 2 workers ahead now. They're kind of equal in armies. Adamice has the Immortal, and he's once again, every single game, he's been quicker with Immortals, he's been much more prominent on just getting those Immortals out very very quickly. But as you said, Gongfu's just going to go for the Blink play here, and it will be very strong, because there are not that many units for Adamice yet.
Yeah, and yet again he decides to do puts the gateways in a very different spot to hide them, and there go the Stalkers. They don't have any upgrades, but only 1 Immortal here to defend this off. A second here to this might work out very well here for Kung Fu Panda.
The aggressive Blink right onto the Immortal. The second one is going down as well. No force field whatsoever can help him right now. And blinking out as well. Brilliant play here. Will blink out so it doesn't take too much damage as he's just regrouping. Will shoot at a few units just about. But he has to strike before more Immortal comes out. So I think he's just getting a few more cells to tank. He's getting a few more units just to make sure. But the thing is, if he lets it come up to 2 Immortals again, he's in a very bad position. So he has to strike before the second Immortal comes out again. He needs to kill that first Immortal and just keep doing that over and over again. This is a very crucial timing, and it has to work for Gongfu.
Yeah, and also the Mothership Core has been sniped, so well done by Kung Fu Panda. But here goes the attack. The second Immortal is on the way, as well as the Void Ray, but he's going for the Nexus instead.
There are 2 Immortals out right now. This is a very hard timing for Gongfu. Nice force field. He might just focus down the Nexus and leave. He has to kill it now, though. This is so dangerous for Gongfu, because if you see any more Immortals, he's dead. He has to win this.
He's probably gone for it. He has no force fields available, though. I don't know if this is the right decision, but he is focusing down the Immortal. There's also a Void Ray. He really wants to focus down, because they do so much damage, and he does get it.
Into the main base.
And all the pylons being taken down. But I'm not sure if this is the right choice. He will be able to do a lot of damage. The Stalkers don't even need to blink really a lot. And again, another focus fire onto Immortal, taken out completely. And this seems to be the game. Kung Fu Panda with great timing will do so much damage.
Yeah, balls of steel from Kung Fu Panda, to be honest. To go in there, blinking underneath a photon cannon with force fields and everything, a Void Ray, 2 Immortals, to just go for the aggressive blink and know that if this doesn't work, I am dead. And he just goes full on aggression mode, and he wins because of it. Beautiful play by Gongfu, and that is going to grant him a spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, really well done here by the German Hope, as you said in the beginning as well. Great play by him. And he will either play Ignite or Basia in the other semi-final. In the second semi-final. In the first semi-final, we have Dimaga versus Seth, which is ZVZ or ZVP. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it's a CP. I think.
Okay.
I can actually double check that for you because I think Seth is in the chat. I think. Yes, he is.
I'm mistaken with another Seth, or he has
yeah,
a similar name. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll jump into the other game as well. But of course, looking forward to these next few matches we're going to have, and also we'll be switching over to the Polish tournament, the Cybersports League, which will be taking place in just now as well at the exact same time. So guys, a lot of SC2 action here on our way. Until then, we're probably gonna have a short break. So anything you'd like to add before going into the break, Wiggy?
No, I guess you could just, cheers for, getting to cast this event. Follow us at PoisonTVDE on Twitter. You can follow us here on Twitch if you like what you're seeing. Right now, it's me and Gentle Casting. I'm Zweg. You can follow me at Dweegcasting and Gentle at Gentle Giant SC2, I think.
Just Gentle Giant and 4 instead of an A. So that would be much appreciated. And we will be right back now with the ATO Qualifier number 2 in just a bit.